What's up, A&T the Ghost Gang? It's your girl Time back with another video. This video is going to be based on y'all getting to know me and my life story. This is story time part 1. As you all know, I'm 41 years old. My birthday is September 13th. I'm born and raised in Annapolis, Maryland. I am the oldest of 8 kids. I have no children of my own. Now, I'm going to tell my story to the best of my knowledge. I don't remember specific things like when I was like 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6 years old. Okay, don't remember those days. Don't really remember dates, but I remember, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, dating back to when I was probably about 8 or 9, going on 10. I had a lot of godmothers growing up. I was never really home. Always was at one of my godparents' places. What else? Some good stuff, y'all. I had a pretty good childhood growing up, honestly. My mom worked a lot. My mom did like housekeeping, took care of other people's kids. My childhood was pretty decent for me not having a dad. My mom definitely made a way. She made a way. But then things took a turn when our house got set fire. I wasn't home at the time. I was with one of my godparents, and came home, and that was it. I felt that was like the worst day of my life, y'all. Literally, like everything changed from there. We ended up we lost everything. I remember I had a Barbie doll dream house. If anybody know, you know. I had a Barbie doll dream house that my mom had got me for Christmas, and it was as big as the coffee table that we had, and I had every Barbie doll there was. I had all the clothes. I had a good life when I was young. That day, like I said, I don't remember dates, but I had to be about 9 or 10, maybe 11, 12. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Like I said, we ended up having to leave. We ended up losing everything. We ended up staying in like hotels and shelters and just going from place to place to place to place to place. No, my mom wasn't a bad mom. No, my mom was not on drugs, whatever. It was just unfortunate that we ended up losing everything, and we had to go and stay in a hotel, and it got hard. And one of the people from the hotel was one of the ones who called on my mom, and we ended up getting taken away from her. I ended up being in foster care. We ended up being in foster care for about 5, 6 years. And just because we was in foster care, my mom always showed up. Always was there. Always made sure we was good. We seen her. I actually still talk to my foster grandmother to this day. And I'm 41 years old. I still talk to her to this day. Amazing, amazing, amazing person. Amazing, amazing woman. I love her so much. Moving forward, I ended up going back home, and I just felt like me and my mom bond wasn't the same. Something was different, something was missing, and I just felt like I needed to go. Felt like I needed to get away. It had nothing to do with anybody. It had nothing to do with, I don't know, I just felt like I just had to go. I just felt like nobody was hearing me. Nobody was listening. I felt like I was going to crash out, honestly. I just felt like it was just too much going on. My mom had got married. I don't know. I just left. Um, I was about like 14, 15 when I left. Um, when I left, I still was in Baltimore for a while until people started saying that they were seeing like my pictures and stuff like that. So I told this guy that I was from New York at the time, and he paid for me to get to New York. When I went to New York, my intentions was to become famous. I wanted to be a singer at that time. And so I thought, like, when I got to New York, I was going to meet people and I was going to become a singer and I was going to be able to come back and help my family. And that was my dream at that time. But of course, it didn't play out that way at all. At all. I ended up being in the street. I met this guy, and like I said, y'all, I was only like 15. So to me, he was like shot normal. You know what I'm saying? Light skin, every girl's dream. But I should have knew he was the devil because that motherfucker had a snake over on his face. I should have ran. Of course, I didn't tell him how old I was. Of course, I lied about my age. I basically accumulated a whole identity, y'all, when I ran away. My name was Destiny Renee Johnson. I never forget. I did a lot of things that I wasn't proud of being in New York. When I say I was in the streets, I was definitely in the streets. I was definitely in the streets. I had pimps, wife-in-laws, sold drugs, a lot of things. One thing I didn't do though was like heavy drugs, and I thank God for that. Fast forward to that. I say about I think I was gone for about like 10 years. I didn't speak to my mom. I didn't call. I didn't do anything. And then one day I was just like, I want to go home. And it's crazy because I was trying to figure out who I could get in contact with to come back home. And I was probably like in my 20s at that time when I decided to come back home. And I got in contact with my grandmother that I was in foster care with. And her number was still the same after all of those years, y'all. I contacted her and she was crying and I was crying and she was like, oh, you know, I thought something happened to you, and she was willing to pay for my ticket right then and there. Like, I gotta see you, I gotta see you. And I was like, no, I got it, I'm gonna come. And my cousin picked me up from the bus station. I stayed with her for like a couple days and I went and found my brother, and my brother was the one who took me to my mom. And y'all, seeing my mom after all of those years was, I can't even explain it, y'all. It was crazy. Customize every element of your website and watch your vision come to life in minutes. My mom was at work. When we pulled up at the house, my sister was in the window and she was like, is that my sister? Is that my sister? And I was like, yeah, it's me. And she called my mom. And
cut
my
that
mom,
video, babe. Don't be in there crying.
My mom got on the phone. And I told her it was me. And you could just hear her crying in the background. She came home immediately. And we just stood in the middle of the floor and just hugged each other. For like an hour. Like we wouldn't even let go. I don't blame my mom for me leaving. It was just something that I was dealing with, and I felt like nobody was hearing me, so I just left. But I'm back You know, I come back years later, and our relationship is okay, but sometimes we still bump heads. And I don't know, like, I feel like I've been trying to make up for lost time. And I feel like majority of the time, we go through things and we argue because we really still trying to get to know each other, if that makes sense. And then it was just like, after that, I've been home, and it was just like an ongoing thing. Like, we would argue, I would leave, we would argue, I would leave, and it was just like a back and forth thing. Moving forward, 2015, February 24th, I found out that I had breast cancer. And I feel like that was the last straw for God. Just be like, it's time for you to sit down. You're not going back to New York this time. And honestly, I really feel to this day like if I would have went back at that time, I wouldn't be sitting here right now with y'all sharing my story. I got both of my breasts removed. I have implants. I had to do 2 months of radiation. I had to get a blood transfusion. I had to get one of my ovaries removed. So that's another reason why I don't have children. I can't even have children. So basically, like, my whole life I've been just helping people take care of their kids. And I got a lot of godkids, y'all. And I love them so much. I got a lot of nieces and nephews, and I'm okay with that. Well, yeah. Thought that I had the breast cancer. I had to have surgery. I was under the knife for 7 hours, y'all. 7 hours. And my mom was there every step of the way. And my stepdad. My sister. I was supposed to have got what you call a bilateral deep flap, where they reconstruct your breast area with the tissue and all of that stuff from your stomach. But that didn't go as planned. They said that the doctor said that one of my blood vessels was too small, or however they say it in doctor terms, and if they would have tried to reattach everything, it wouldn't have been like a blood flow. So they ended up having to stop the surgery and ended up having to give me implants. And then after that, I had to do the 2 months. I had a choice to do either chemo or radiation. I chose radiation for 2 months, and then I had to take pills, which is called I can't even get it right now, but it'll come to me, and I'll come back with another, but on part 2 with that. But I had to take pills for 5 years. The pills was giving me headaches out this world. Like, it was like I couldn't function, so I stopped taking the pills. And I just been trying to eat right and be healthy, but as y'all can see, I'm big and beautiful. I love food. Who don't love food? You know what I'm saying? But my weight is up and down. Like, it's times it's nothing for me to just go on a diet, like, just not eat and just turn things around or whatever. But majority of my weight is from, like, when I say at times I don't even be wanting to get out of bed, especially from being cut so much. Because I turned around after that, I ended up having to have a blood transfusion where they had to remove one of my ovaries. I was losing so much blood that I didn't even know that I ended up having to get 2 pints of blood, y'all. 2 pints of blood. But y'all, when I say your girl is a survivor, I'm a survivor. I've been through it. You know? I've been through it. And this is just half of what I'm sharing with y'all. You know, it's a lot that I could say, but I don't want to hurt people and I don't want to get sued. But yeah, it's a lot that I could say. But that's the real me, y'all. Like, when I say I've been through it, I've been through it. But over the years, God has humbled me so much. And no matter what life throws my way, I'm going to continue to be humble. I'm going to continue to be kind. And y'all, one thing about me, I try to help everybody. I care about everybody more than I care about myself. And sometimes that could be a downfall. You know? I done had people do some crazy things to me, say some crazy stuff to me, and I still help. Because that's just who I am, and I can't change that. I can't be bitter. I can't hold grudges. It's just not in me. It's just not in me. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. But y'all, I know for a fact that it was somebody watching me. I remember when I had got to New York one time, and I had stopped at my best friend mom's house, and it's another lady that lived next door to her that I call Ma also. Sweet, I love her so much. I stopped to see my best friend mom, and then I said, oh, I'll be back, I'm about to go to see Ma, and I'm leaving out the building. I'm leaving out the apartment to go see her. And as soon as I put my hand on the doorknob, they started shooting in the building. And I was grabbed to the floor. And then I had another incident where I was walking down the street, and this old lady stopped me. I will never forget, y'all. She had to be like in her 80s. Kind of remind me of Harriet Tubman. I swear on everything I love, this lady remind me of Harriet Tubman. Had the garments on that she would wear and everything. And this lady I'm talking about midnight dark with blue eyes. And she told me that God loves me and he didn't forget about me. And that I was going to be okay. And I'm watching this lady walk. She walked past me. She kept going, and I'm like literally behind her. Yo, I looked away for like a second, like one of those, and the lady was gone. I lied to you not, she was gone. And I'm sitting there scratching my head like, what the hell? Like, and it happened to me multiple times. I'm not even gonna lie. One other time, I'm coming from somewhere, and I stopped on a block. I'm walking through a block, and I seen somebody that I knew, and I'm sitting there having a conversation with them. And like 4 houses down, it was a truck sitting in front of the building. And then next thing you know, I'm like, all right, yo, I'll see you later. I go to walk off. Somebody come out the building shooting. And my friend grabbed me. And you just see everybody running. So when I say, I'd have been in so many situations where I should not be here. And I'm still here. I know God has something for me. He got something for me. I don't know if I'm running from it or I'm just not hearing him, but he has something for me. And whether we make it big on here or not, I'm still going to make sure everybody that's around me good. I'm still going to prosper. Like I said, I still have a job outside of this, and even if I make it big on here, I'm not going to give up my job because I love what I do. I take care. I work with kids that are autistic. I want to go back to doing nursing where I was taking care of the elderly, but then it's like I don't want to not work with the kids too, so I don't know what I want to do right now. I'm in between. So that's my career. I help kids that are autistic, and I love it. I love it. I have a passion for it. So I'm not going to never give up my job, no matter how big I get. So yeah, but that's my life, y'all. Part 2 coming soon. I want to thank everybody for the subscribes. Yo, we got 63 subscribers, y'all. It may not be a lot to some, but it's a lot to us. The fact that people is even watching and engaging and even subscribing to our channel is love, and I appreciate the small things in life. You have to, because if you don't appreciate the small things in life, then what's your purpose, you know? Sometimes our channel is going to be encouraging and sometimes it's not. So to the ones that want to inbox or text on here saying, oh, nothing is encouraging, that's a you problem. Because I'm just living in my truth. So what you see is what you get. If you don't like it, keep scrolling. Don't even bother with your comment because you're not going to like my comeback. That's all I'm saying. I'm as real as you gonna get. You feel me? Sometimes you're gonna see me with a wig on and sometimes you're not. You know? So, I mean, it is what it is. Yo, we got 13.1k followers. I mean, views. 13.1k views. That's what's up. Yeah, y'all already know. I know my pranks is not much, but I've been doing it. You feel me? Y'all boy ain't come out with no pranks yet. And I got more in store. Trust and believe. I just be getting him. Because baby forgetting. Y'all know he be doing that little... So he be forgetting. I don't. So I'll be on it. I ain't gonna lie. My last prank failed though. Well, it didn't fail, but it failed. I probably still should have posted it, but I was just like, dang, it's like he knew already, and we don't want no fake pranks on here, you feel me? So, but I had put some salt in a water bottle. Shout out to my sister Ange, because she was the one who told me about that prank. And I put the salt in a water bottle. Hey, what I didn't do was wipe the top off. If I would have wiped the tops off, he wouldn't have never knew. And when he get up in the middle of the night and go drink water, he be killing them bottles of water. And all I had, and then mind y'all, we have a camera, a security system in here, so we have a camera in the living room. So all I would have had to do was get that on there. And I could have saved it and uploaded it, but fortunately he came in here with the bottle, and I was trying to record it. And he was like, "You put salt in here," and I'm like, "No, why did I do that? I didn't do that." But he still drunk it and spit it out. But I felt like that wasn't a good enough prank, so that was the epic fail, y'all. But I'm definitely gonna come back with more. And like I said, y'all, I've overcome so much, and I'm just so grateful that I'm still here. And I want to say to all my black young females, white, black, whatever. I don't want to just be based on black, but to all my queens. If you're going through something, you know, at a young age, please talk to somebody. Don't run away. Don't run away. Don't run. I regret that every day that I ran and I didn't go to somebody and I didn't talk to somebody. Because I feel like my life would have been different had I would have talked to somebody about what I was dealing with mentally. Because me running away, all it did was cause pain to everybody around me, especially my mother. And I wasn't able to accomplish the things that I know I could have accomplished. I'm not where I know I could have been if I had not ran away. Because me running away, I didn't go back to school. I didn't accomplish a lot of things, you know. I was just in the streets, doing things that I know that I'm not proud of. But God forgives everybody, and that's all that matters to me. That God forgives me, and He hasn't given up on me yet. So that's a blessing in itself. I'm still here, and I'm just gonna keep striving. I'm just gonna keep pushing, and yeah, wherever God takes me, that's what it's gonna be. Yeah, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Once again, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and get us to 100 subscribers, y'all. Please get us to 100 subscribers. And let me know in the comment section what else y'all would like to see. Part 2 of my story is coming soon. Life in New York. I'm going to talk about that and the things that I did and people that I met. I'm not going to disclose any names again. This is a disclaimer. I don't want to get sued by anyone, and I just don't want to hurt anyone. But I will. It will be based on me and me telling y'all the things that I went through. When I'm not gonna use names, but I'm gonna, you know, you're gonna know what I'm talking about, if that makes sense. Y'all see my man? I love me some Mickey Mouse, y'all. I love me some Mickey Mouse. This is my man, okay? He is so cute, so fine. So fine. Um, I got a little one too, and I got another one too somewhere in the closet. Yeah. But yeah. Thank y'all once again. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your post notifications. Hit that bell. Make sure y'all team goats in the comment section below so we can give you a shout out in our next video. And y'all, once again, I am not seeing who subscribed. You have to subscribe publicly because it's telling me that everybody is subscribing private. If you're subscribing private, I will not be able to shout you out in our next video because I don't know who I'm shouting out. Okay, if you want to be anonymous on here, then you could always go to my social medias. I have you could always go to my Instagram, inbox me, DM me on my Instagram. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Okay, my Instagram is loyaltylove_true_me. Okay, that's one of my Instagrams. My other Instagram is mytruth_my sins my God. That's another one of my Instagrams. Okay. Let's see. My Facebook is Tata Faith Love Humble Prather. Okay, that's my Facebook. And my TikTok. Y'all, I finally did a dance video on my TikTok. Don't judge me. I don't know what I was doing. I was at the bowling alley with the kids and I was getting a headache and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm about to do something just to make everybody laugh. It was a lot of tension too at the bowling alley. My TikTok is Living in My Truth 2025. Okay, at Tata BBW 2024. That is my TikTok. And last but not least, my Snapchat. Give me 1 second, y'all. My Snapchat is Tamaria P. The Real Talk. That is my Snapchat, okay? And I'm going to show y'all visually on here. Okay? Give me 1 second. Got a lot going on here. That's right. Okay, give me 1 second, y'all, because this thing acting crazy. Okay. This is... Oh, shoot. Hold on. Y'all see that? That's my Instagram. Okay? See? That's my Instagram, y'all. Alright. So, once again, like, share, subscribe. I will be coming back with part 2 of my life, living in my truth with Ty. And again, let me know what y'all would like to see. I'm not really a makeup person, so y'all will not be seeing makeup tutorials on this channel. Only thing I wear is eyeshadow and lip stuff. That's it. I don't put no foundation. I don't put none of that stuff on my face. Okay. Y'all probably will see me do like a quick weave or like a wig. I'll probably do stuff like that. We are going to start doing our morning routines with y'all. And we're going to start doing our night routines with y'all. And y'all going to start seeing cooking with us. We're going to start doing a lot more cooking together. And then, like I said, we are still recording from our phones. So a lot of stuff, you know, we got to, you know, it's going to take time. until we able to get a camera. We're in the process of getting a camera so that way we can blog and y'all could go out with us and, you know, but I work during the day, so HIPAA law, I cannot record while I'm at work, okay, if that makes sense. But I do be doing little short videos for y'all with me going to work or me like at lunch or whatever, but I cannot record going to work at work. And y'all boy birthday is coming up, so don't forget we got the All Black affair that we're going to November the 22nd, the All Black Park Heights reunion. Y'all definitely will be in the building with us to see how we turn up. And yeah, so with that being said, I appreciate y'all so much. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Bye.